Gwendolyn Jenkins, and I am taking a class at Liberty University called Interpersonal Communications. And this is an HSCO 508 class, and it's an awesome class. In my introduction, I'm talking about what Stewart 2009 speaks on, communication and communicating label, the continuous, complex, collaborative process of verbal and nonverbal meaning making. And for me, the ability to comprehend others seemed like it was going to be easy, but as I continued to take the class, it wasn't as easy as I thought. There is a significant difference between talking to someone and talking at someone. But in interpersonal communications, as defined by Stewart 2009, communication that happens when the people involved talk and listen in ways that maximize the presence of the personal. In the following slides, I will present what I have learned about interpersonal communications. The PowerPoint presentation is overarching goal, enlarging the conversation, background and behavioral blend, barriers, external and internal noise pollution, and a plan of action. Overarching goals, I have identified a few overarching goals that will help me to be more effective in communicating with others. One goal is to be able to listen empathetically. Listening empathetically means that I will allow myself to be comfortable with whatever is being said. The objective is to allow others to speak and understand their perspective without judgment. Another overarching goal is to be able to talk in a way that will be easy for others to comprehend what I am saying. Finally, my goal is to present Christ in a way that will cause people to follow him. I believe that is one of the most wonderful things that I can do. My background is that I'm a 63-year-old mother of four, grandmother of 5, born in Brooklyn, New York on Resurrection Sunday, grew up in a family of 14 children, a mom and a stepdad. I'm a retired peace officer with the state of New York, international evangelist that travels a lot doing ministry all over the world, and a bachelor's I have now in community and human services. My behavioral blend, the DICS, is the mode described by Carbonell in 2011 as the 4 temperament model of human behavior. D is active, task-oriented. I is active, people-oriented. C is passive, task-oriented. S is passive, people-oriented. What is expected of me? I am CS. CS is passive, task-oriented and passive, people-oriented. What I actually am is DCS, which is active, task-oriented, passive, task-oriented, and passive, people-oriented. Breaking down my blends. Behavioral blend is the different personality traits that may be blended together to describe personality types. My personality type is D, C, and S. Active, task-oriented is my primary. Passive, task-oriented, sometimes passive in groups. Passive, people-oriented, I love large audiences. My challenges and control, things that challenge me and things that I have to control, actually fires my engine. I am consistent and stable in the things that I do. I love serving people, especially in ministry. If not careful, I can be domineering because I am overprotective of the vision for my assignment. I can also be a little aggressive when I'm defending my faith in Jesus Christ, but I'm working on that since taking this course. Barriers. Barrier number 1, problem, judgment, and criticism. I realized that judgment and criticism was a flaw in my listening skills that caused me to have issues in communications. And a lot of times the issues that I had were because I was not listening when my children were talking to me, or judging them, or they felt judged because of the type of words that I was using. The solution to that is in Burley Allen, and he states, listen to the underlying meaning of what was said empathetically and not judgmentally to improve your ability to listen at level 1. I'm striving to listen at level 1. Barrier number 2 is problem. The problem is a self-disclosure. And my solution, according to Stewart, is self-disclosure is revealing to another person how you perceive and are reacting to the present situation and giving any information about yourself and your past that is relevant to an understanding of your perceptions and reaction to the present. Improving listening skills. Peterson has divided the talker listening card for the development of interpersonal communication skills. As I said before, the TLC is a A-frame card that says listener on one side and talk on the other side. When using the TLC, Peterson states that there must be an agreement between the two parties, that they will play by the rules, take turns, avoid misunderstandings and arguments. And then improving on self-awareness, listening to myself has been a great help in improving my listening skills. Burley Allen states that listening involves not only tuning into others, but to tune it in to ourselves. And that's on location 141 if you have an electronic device. And also, I just wanted to say this testimony that I was talking to my daughter one time, and it escalated into an argument, and she began to tell me something, and I said to her, the devil is a liar. And she kept saying, what do you mean the devil is a liar? He's not. And I said, what do you mean the devil's a liar? He's not a liar. And then she said, he is a liar. And I kept on saying, he's not a liar, he's not a liar, until she banged on the table and said, Ma, do you hear what I'm saying? I'm saying the devil is a liar. And then I began to hear what I was actually saying. So a lot of times in arguments, we don't hear ourselves. But that particular day, I had to stop and listen. So next slide is noise pollution. And noise pollution can be internal and external. Internal are things that distract us from hearing because of what we ourselves may think, perceive, or believe. External noise pollution is when outside activity causes distraction. In Burley Allen, 1995, he asserts that internal noise pollution is things people do internally to build barriers that prevent them from listening effectively. External factors can also interfere with effective listening. Internal noise pollution. Judging people based on my own beliefs. Thinking I can perceive what another's thoughts are. Feeling that someone doesn't like me based upon how they looked at me. The solution, empathetic listening. Listening to myself and staying in a place of forgiveness. External noise pollution. Some problems that I face are room temperatures too cold, interruption, phone calls, time pressure, deadlines. If someone chews gum while talking to me, I cannot stand that. My solution, look directly at the talker. Wear a light sweater. Put my phone on silent. Begin to plan ahead. Make a sign, no food or drinks in the office. My plan of action, and I have many, but I'm just going to take a couple of them. The steps that I'm going to take are self-examination, constantly examining myself to be sure I am following the steps I've learned to listen more effectively. Empathetic listening, where I'm thinking about the person that is actually talking to me and feeling what they are feeling inside of them so that I can talk to them more effectively. The talker listener card I really like. I've been able to implement it and it actually does work. Where I listen, someone else talks. When I talk, someone else listens. And being attentive to nonverbal actions. Being attentive to how someone looks or how their eyebrows may go up or how they may get a sad countenance will help me to understand whether or not I'm affecting them. And keeping the noise out of my own life. That's what I have to learn to do. To not bring noise in myself. To not have internal things going on where there's noise. To not have external things around me when I'm trying to actually minister to someone. So my summary has been, and it's been an awesome time in this class, even though I've had eye problems and may have to face surgery, and I'm even having a hard time with this video, but my summary is overarching goal, enlarging the conversation, background and behavioral blend, barriers that will keep me from listening more effectively, external and internal noise pollution, and a plan of action. I thank you so much for this time, and my bibliography is attached.